Boom, boom. Hello, everyone. What is going on? James here, and today I am with the Hope in the North, Mr. Liam.
Hello there.
So, George is supposed to be here, but he's running late. He has a go at me for being late, but he's running late himself this time. So I'm totally hopeless there, George, mate. You need to get your act together. But we got 2 viewers, which is cool. So yeah, as you can tell by the background, we are going to be talking about Black Widow. So let's get into this then. So before we go into spoiler territory, if you should watch this film or not, I'd honestly say if you're absolutely obsessed with Marvel, you can even give it a miss if you're obsessed with Marvel, in my opinion. You can just sort of be like, nah. But like, if you really love the character and you want to see a bit more Scarlett Johansson playing that character, you might as well get it. Wait for it to be available on Disney Plus. That's all I'm going to say. What do you think, Liam? Before we go into would you say people should watch it or?
I mean, I suppose they could give it a go, but I mean, sure. Like I say, if you're a big Marvel fan, you really like the character, then sure, give it a go. But otherwise, it's not like really necessary, but it adds to the MCU, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Studio LD's here, sick man, sup fellow Liam.
Oh. Hello.
Yeah, Studio LD's a brick filmer, so that's cool that this guy's here. But yeah, I get where you're coming from, man. But personally, I don't know. I just sort of think you can miss it, to be honest. It's sort of one of the most filler Marvel films ever. It doesn't really give you anything new apart from David Harbour being absolutely hilarious. So with this film, then, so it's already backed itself into a corner in a sense because writing prequels is hard enough, and the thing is, it's like Black Widow's already dead, so there's this prequel can't really add much more. It can add more to a character, but she's dead, and also it isn't. I was assuming that some of it would actually be about her showing some of the horrific things that she had to do for the KGB and that man with the fat man with the glasses. But all it showed was her. The worst thing that we see her doing it is, I suppose she kills people, but it's mostly bad people she kills. She phones up someone and says, yes, X person's daughter is in the building, and then they blow it up. Or does she blow it up? It's S.H.I.E.L.D., isn't it? Because she has to confirm they're in the building. I don't remember seeing her.
I don't know. I mean, she's meant to be responsible in some way, but I don't know, actually. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. But that's really the only bad thing we see her do. Well, I know this is sort of meant to be a tribute to the character and whatever, but why not flesh out this character as much as possible? Why not show us her doing evil things instead of just confirming someone's in a building? And here we are, George, late, disgrace. Get out of here, George. Disgusting.
I'm famous now, so I'm famous now, so I don't need to be here.
Oh, okay. See you later then. Oh, George is done. George, I was going to say to George, well, George, now listen.
I'm
George, I've just got to say, though, no more of your funny business, like what happened last time. George?
Oh. Screenshot that.
He's dead.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Lovely screenshot. Thank you very much.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, though, sorry about that. I was going to say, George, the mic quality is really bad, but I suppose it doesn't matter too much. If you can, change it or something. I don't know. But anyway, so as I was saying...
Headphones out.
All right, fair enough. So as I was saying, the thing is, with Black Widow, it's like we'd already established she was on the road to redemption. We'd already established her personality in all the films. Why not flesh out the bad parts of her personality with something like this, with a prequel? And I honestly thought it would be set sort of before Iron Man 2, and then it would sort of end with her going into the gym where she kicks the shit out of Happy. But instead, she's on the run, and I don't mind that. But I'd just rather them add something rather than just like a load of filler just to set up the Hawkeye show at the very end.
I mean, I knew for a while that it was going to be set between Civil War and Infinity War, but I'm assuming everyone was expecting and hoping for it to be set before the first Iron Man film, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, though, let's get into it then anyway. So with the film, there was some bits where there was one scene where I double took, even though I had 2 Stellas. I was like, what? I was really baffled by this one scene. And then I know this is a very little thing, but hold on, here we go. Comment. Black Widow had the same weirdness that WandaVision where people get forgiven for torturing thousands of people by doing only one good deed. The writer thought WandaVision's viewers like that moral. Yeah, no, that isn't my point though. Like, my point is that we want to see her do those bad things to flesh out a character in this prequel. That's the point of the prequel, like to show the past, but we don't really see any of the past at all, apart from her as a kid, the Teen Spirit cover montage, which was very weird. It was okay, I suppose, like with the training in it, but that song was a weird choice. It wasn't like much of a traditional Marvel film, but it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, bear with me a sec. Sorry, the lighting, as you can see, 1 minute with the webcam. One sec, sorry.
But yeah, so the one thing that baffled me about the film is that it took I didn't understand why Black Widow was doing what she was doing. So she was on the run at first, hiding, and then she's trying to hunt down her sister. And I was like, why? What's going on? But then at some point in the film, you realise, oh, okay, now that she's fought her sister, they want to get revenge on that guy. But why wasn't this established before? Why I suppose she was a bit confused when Taskmaster showed up and tried to kill her, so I suppose that would have put her on edge. But like, how did she know Taskmaster worked for that guy? But I suppose she probably just suddenly thought, oh, let's get him back. Why not? Let's get back in touch with my family. But it isn't really explained that well, in my opinion. At first, they should have explained it sooner. And another scene where this is the scene where I double took, is when David Harbour was doing the arm wrestles. And he was getting a tattoo at the same time. And I know they're trying to make him look like a badass and the biggest douche ever, beating people easily with his super serum strength and what have you. But like, he was shaking, like his body, when you're doing a tattoo, your body can't be moving, trying to arm wrestle people and moving around like an idiot. Oh shit! Fucking hell. You can't be moving around like an idiot. Oh man, that hurt my finger a bit. Jesus. You can't be moving around like an idiot, otherwise the tattoo's going to look absolutely fucking stupid. So I was like, why is this happening? Why is he moving? I know it's to establish that he's a douche, but get the tattoo done afterwards. Then obviously the Prison Break was quite cool. I really like Florence Pugh's character. I loved her banter between, her and Scarlett Johansson. I love the banter between David Harbour, her and Scarlett Johansson. I didn't really like the mom in it, though. I thought she was quite boring and basic.
She was Rachel Weisz, I think. Rachel Weisz.
That was Rachel Weisz, really? Bloody hell. The last film I saw.
I think so.
The Favourite? Bloody hell.
Yeah, she's married to Daniel Craig, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, she was a bit boring in it, but she was really good in The Favourite. But yeah. So, anyway, David Harbour was quite funny with his silliness and his general banter. The funniest scene for me was when he tried to tell Florence Pugh a very serious story. And he's like, my father pissed on my hands. That was just like, bruh.
He did. He was quite funny at times, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one moment. Sorry, I was going to say there's one moment as well where I don't know whether this was meant to be intentionally funny, but there was do you remember the slow-mo shot where he's running? Do you remember that? There was a slow-mo shot, and he's running. I think he's running away from. I don't know if he's running out of that prison or.
Yeah, the avalanche was.
I don't know, but it just really made me and Ben laugh.
Fair enough. I mean, David Harbour, he's in his 50s. You can't help being a bit of a bloater, so it's quite funny to see his fair play that he's running, because a lot of fat people would never do anything like that. I mean, I always think to myself, if I was really big, I'd shake my belly around for a laugh and go boom, boom, and like act a bit daft. But some people, I've said this to some people, and they say, "Well, you probably wouldn't, would you? Because you'd be embarrassed." I'd be like, "No, it'd be top banter." But I suppose David Harbour isn't next level massive though. But yeah. So anyway, he's absolutely hilarious in it. The intro is quite cool. Some of the conversation where she's going on about how they reached up in her vagina and took things away, stopped her from having a period and everything. And David Harbour's like, oh yeah, that was a bit funny. What else was really funny? Did you have the scene when he's in the prison and he's like, I'm telling you all this now. I've been a bad father, blah blah blah. And then she didn't even hear him. She couldn't even hear him. Like the thing wasn't on. That was so funny. Club Card said, "Hey, up, how's it going, Club Card?" Georgie's here. That was so funny, man. What scene stood out to you for a good laugh?
I don't know actually. I don't even know in terms of laughs. I'm not sure. Apart from just bits, little, apart from bits here and there and stuff, and it's hard to remember as well. So I don't know really when it comes to laughs.
Fair enough.
But I suppose something that was one of the best aspects of the film was the action.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that final scene in the sky was absolutely amazing when they were flying about jumping out the sky.
That was crazy. Yeah,
flying all over the gap. The final action scene was cool. The only criticism I'd say with the action is that, like, say whenever characters are fighting with each other, it usually cuts to another scene too often, so we don't get the satisfaction of seeing that fight. For me, anyway, I felt like, oh man, it feels like there's more of this to go. Why they're cutting to this now? I want to see more of this fight.
Yeah.
What?
Bit we're talking about.
I'm just talking about the fight scenes in general. It feels like there's a lot of cuts. The worst part for me. The worst part for me is when they get captured and don't get thoroughly set. Yeah, but it would have been a bit shit if they'd lost the communication device and then they would have been kidnapped and killed. So that would have been a bit shit. But I do get it. Maybe they could have come up with a slightly smarter plan. What else? There was another. Oh yeah, the villain was a bit naff, really, when you think about it. Like he only showed up at the end, and he was all right, but he wasn't established enough for you to like really dislike him. I suppose it's just because he made Black Widow do all those bad things. Well, he got kidnapped all those girls, so I suppose you know about that history and you feel bad for him, and that their minds are messed with because of that, and that red stuff unmesses their minds. But yeah, it's so, but the thing is, you still need to establish a villain. Just because we've heard about those bad things, either show us those bad things, or like you can't be like tell, don't show. It's always show, don't tell. Show us the bad things. It doesn't know.
I don't know what I'd say. It's like it seems like Doctor Series 11, 12. It's
what?
More tell, don't show.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I was really confused then. I thought, what are you going on about? Sorry, yeah. But pretty much.
They've got that whole type of mentality, basically.
Yeah. But I'd say one of the weirdest things was that smell scene where he's like, if you can smell me, you can't hit me. It's like, what is this voodoo nonsense? And then she just smashes her nose. Oh, I would have preferred if it was like a clone trooper thing, like they put chips in their brain so they can't assault him. And then they have to turn off this thing in the ship so she can assault him. That would have added the tension. But instead, she just smashed her nose. So I suppose, there you go.
Yeah.
It's actually like the
no, I know what it.
And then Blake and Bane, wasn't it, or something like that?
I mean, look, at the end of the day,
I'm still trying to see. Yeah.
I was going to say though, at the end of the day, it just sort of, I don't know, the whole film, as I say, it just sort of feels like it was just there, just for the sake of it, just to promote this Hawkeye show. That's how I was going to say the Taskmaster reveal was a bit nonsense. George, I can't hear a word you're saying.
It was. I'll be 1 second.
Oh, okay.
I'll be.
Oh, how do I?
I'll be 1 second.
Yeah. All right. So, Anyway, what the hell was I even saying?
The Taskmaster reveal, yeah.
Taskmaster reveal was a bit naff in my opinion. I know, like, I just sort of feel like Taskmaster didn't speak a line. We found out who Taskmaster was at the end. It was the dude in charge, that dude's daughter.
The daughter, yeah.
And the thing is, Taskmaster does do some cool stuff. Like, in the chase scenes and the fight scenes and at the start and fights David Harbour and all that jazz. But apart from that, and then Taskmaster becomes good at the end because they say, oh, we're going to take you with us. So it's like, I don't know, bit naff for me, really.
I know. I imagine that people who know a lot about Taskmaster and the character and how the character is in the comics were probably disappointed, yeah, just because of how different the character is in this film. I know it's being worked into the plot and whatever, but yeah, I imagine that was disappointing for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, Taskmaster is meant to talk. Why have like a silent, henchwoman?
Oh yeah, because I remember now actually. When I was playing Marvel's Avengers, in one of the first levels, you play as Black Widow and you fight Taskmaster in a boss fight. And to be fair, he does talk a lot in that. So he's clearly, he's male and he's human, as we know, and different, yeah, and not so. I don't think he's so sort of like. It doesn't rely on technology either, because this Taskmaster relied on more technology.
Yeah, I don't know why they. I don't know. I bet a lot of people would have been quite frustrated with that then. When we find out that Taskmaster is completely discredited for her skills, and it's all attributed to the chip in her back. Yeah, that was.
I suppose I forgot about that.
That was really nonsensical, wasn't it? So it's like, oh, you're fighting a chip. It's not actually Taskmaster. Well, the ladies getting their minds unwashed, like unbrainwashed. Personally, I sort of feel like it's nice, but it's sort of good to have things on the back burner in case you need things in the future. So maybe those women could have been villains in the future for someone. I know they wouldn't have had some boss to control them, but they still could have been bad. They still could have wanted to carry out his work because their minds are under control. That would have been a cool thing for the future.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to see whether we ever see them again. I'm not sure about that.
They've probably rode off into the sunset. I found it interesting that when the one person was dying, she was like, "I don't want to do this." So there must be a bit conscious that what's going on a little bit.
Maybe, yeah, possibly.
What else is there really to say? The very ending, Black Widow sort of goes off, doesn't she? She's got the cheeky, nice blonde hair. And she's like, I'm off then. See you later, mate. That dude was decent, entertaining banter. That dude who relocates people. Wish we could have had more of his banter in there. But I suppose we're not going to see that guy again now, are we? Unless he comes in for the Hawkeye show.
Yeah. I know you're about now, yeah. Yeah, it's him, isn't it? Guy. I'm just pointing at I'm pointing at that image. It's the black man, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really cool guy,
yeah.
So anyway, he was good banter. Who else was in it? Was there any other people, any other significant people in it? I'm trying to think. I mean, some of his banter, some of David Harbour's banter was quite good. How he's like, "Oh, Captain America, blah 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 blah! I can't believe it! How dare you!" That was quite funny. But yeah, pretty much the whole film is just for the credit scene to set up the Hawkeye thing, and they're sort of wasted it really. I know, like, this should have been made years and years ago, to be honest. And they're sort of just wasted this, really, in my opinion. There was so much potential with it, but they just sort of threw it in the bin.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, like, the first maybe half of the film, there's a lot of boring parts. And I remember there was one scene where, do you remember that part where she's talking to Florence Pugh in the car? Are they sisters? They're sisters, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Well,
not biological. Sorry, yeah, not biological, because Black Widow's mom, Scarlett Johansson's mom in the story is different. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was that one scene where they're talking in the car, and it felt like it went on for ages, didn't it? And they were talking for ages.
What were they talking about? I can't even remember that bit.
I don't know. I just know that they were talking in a car, and yeah, like I say, it felt like it was going on for a bit, and the talking was going on for a bit, and it was boring. And there were some of those things, like I say, in that film I guess with the pacing and just like boring parts that maybe went on too long, and it makes me think of you know, even though this is DC, it makes me think of Wonder Woman, and I think I'm not the biggest fan of that, even though that was received well. The pacing was a thing in that, and I remember this scene in that as well where she's on the boat with Steve Trevor, who basically, you know, becomes a love interest, and they're speaking on this boat and it feels like the scene goes on for ages. It's just boring. Yeah. Then I feel like a lot of that film's boring as well, to be fair. It's just disappointing.
Yeah, it just felt like it could have been a lot more, and it just would have, as I say, would have fleshed out her character so much more if we'd actually seen her do bad things. I know COVID affected this film and all that jazz, but at the end of the day, if you need more time to reshoot, you got to reshoot it, or I guess delay it even longer if you want. What would have been nice if maybe she had her own TV show where she went around doing bad things. That would have been. Ben, man, yeah. I am not doing that. First off, with the Callum's Corner one, I exclude streams. And second off, even if it was just regular videos for Ian, because I know most of Ian's content is streams. Last I checked, but I haven't checked for ages. But I'm not watching Ian more. I don't want to give him the view. He's a piece of shit. So what were you saying, Liam?
You were talking, weren't you? You were saying, what were you saying? You were saying about that could be good. It's worked pretty well so far, in my opinion. And it's still possible. It could still happen, but I just don't know whether it will now. It could, though. This, you know, you never know.
I was about to say, does David Harbour do TV shows? But I remember, how do I know David Harbour? Stranger Things. So, of course, he'd be game for this any day of the week if they had him in a bit of it. But it's mostly about Scarlett Johansson, really, isn't it? That's the most important thing. And they wouldn't be able to interact because she doesn't see her dad up until this film, which is, well, her fake dad up until this film. So, but yeah, you are right, though. It could still definitely happen any day of the week, because when you think about it, this film is like set right at the end of, like, well, not at the end, but in between Civil War and Infinity War. They could easily go back in time and just fart about and have her go around doing bad things. That would be very interesting. It's still open, and it leaves Black Widow open to do more things, so that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's what people are wondering about and maybe wanting to see, because I think she briefly mentioned something relating to her past to Hawkeye in the first Avengers film, did she? About Budapest or something? I
was about to say that would be... yeah, thanks for bringing that up, because that would be really amazing if they did something like that in the Black Widow show. If they did do a Black Widow show.
Guys, I've got something to show everyone.
Go on. Right, is George going to stand up? I've got my finger on the remove. What the hell?
Why did you take off? I went to show them.
For fuck's sake. Thanks for removing in time.
Oh, God. What is George, he doing?
There you go.
George, what is the significance of this? This is odd.
Oh, the poster. Yeah.
What poster? Oh yeah.
This is right there.
This is perfect to bring this up. All right. So when we was at the cinema, George, these are for free, so it's not bad. George can't get in trouble for this. So what happened was, the posters are all for free. So George picked up 20, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'll have one." Liam said, "Yes, I'll have one." Ben was like, "I'll have one," and Aaron was like, "Yeah, I'll have one." So anyway, George was like, "Okay," and then George picked up 20 and took him into the cinema. Then when we finished the film, George was like,
No, I went back out, didn't I?
Oh, you went back out to get more?
I went back out and got some more. Yeah.
How many did you get then?
George had 50. Well, George had 50 in the end. So wait, you had 20, then 10 more then?
Yes. It's for I bought them into the cinema, but then I went back out and got more.
Okay. So you could potentially have 70 then, if you just picked up a random amount.
I've got 20. I've got 23, I think.
23.
You've got more than 23 posters. George, you've got way more.
And that's not the ones that I counted them.
George, you had way more than 23 because I counted like nearly 50.
Well, did you get some more after I left then?
Yeah, George got. So what happened was
Yeah.
George said, "James, hold these," and then I held 20 of them, and then
yeah,
George came with like a big thick pack of them, and there was 30. I was like,
Oh,
George, what the hell?
God.
Then we
Why
walked
do you need
outside.
so many? Why do you need so
Should
many?
go and get them all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, get them all, get them all, get them all. Yeah, for the sake of this,
Should
who
go
cares?
and get them all, James.
Oh, right, yeah, get them now. While you're off, yeah, get them. Oh, thanks for turning your camera off. That's why I kicked George out. So basically, George, I was like, George, what the hell? And then me, George, and Ben were waiting for the lift back, and we was just really confused. Ben was like, George, you're going to sell them? And he was like, no. And I was like, what? And I was like, why aren't you going to sell them, George? What's the point of robbing like Well, I think he's actually got 70. So what's the point of robbing like 70 posters? Just to like not do anything with them, just have them in your room. I said, like, bro, you've got a problem. With all due respect, like this is an issue. You shouldn't be nabbing 70 posters with Scarlett Johansson. Like,
I'm just thinking it's not fair on all those people who could have had one.
Exactly, that's the most annoying thing. Look, Scarlett Johansson is an amazing, very attractive-looking woman, but at the end of the day, you don't need 70 posters of her. That's all I'm saying. All right, George, get them all. George, you have more than that. You have way more than that.
No, that's it.
That's it. Are you sure?
There's
I swear there was
than,
way more.
than you think.
I swear there was way more.
Now.
Yes, I swear there was way more. George, the pack was like this.
So there's one behind me. So
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24.
George, I swear down there was a lot
okay.
more than that. I counted a lot more than that when I had them. So you've either misplaced them, or I'm heavily miscounted, which I don't usually do.
I think you might have miscounted, mate.
No, I think you misplaced them because there was a lot more in your hands. But maybe I did miscount.
Did they still have any? Did they? Could you? Oh, sorry. Could you see whether they still had any more posters left when you'd taken more? Did they still have more left?
I went the other day.
No, at the time.
Yeah, at the time. I mean,
George, at the time.
When I saw Freaky the other day, and I've still got a load of posters there.
No, I meant at the time when you took them.
Well, at the time, there's still quite a few of them.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. Yeah. Okay.
But,
seriously though,
I might get some more.
Well, 23. Don't get any more posters.
What do you need them for?
I don't know. Well, I've got like 20 or more Terminator Genesis or there might be Dark Fate or Genesis. I've got about 20 of them. I've got about 5 Captain Marvel ones. Saying that, I've got my book of them.
No.
We'll be here till the end of time.
All right then.
So,
let's see these posters.
We've
got to move on to the Harry Potter quiz. Let's give it a few more minutes. I'll give it 2 more minutes. Let's look at a few.
There's 4 Star ones there. And a Predator. But I've got a load of these Star Wars ones. I've got like, loads more of these. Got a load of these sticker sets as well from Shaun the Sheep and
Shaun the Sheep.
What is the point of that?
I've got a load of them. I've only got one of these.
George, why have you
what's
got
that from?
That's the Far From Home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That was one that Odin did.
Ah.
Let me see what else we got in here. Oh, I've got the Ant-Man and the Wasp one. And if it pick one of them up. Let's have a look. That's one from our private collection.
Okay.
I'm sorry, James didn't kick me for sharing that then.
Well, let's have a look at it again.
Well, that's right up James's alley, so no problem.
Oh yeah.
No, let's have a look. Let's see. Well, you're not really going to get banned for that, are you? You're not really going to get banned for that. I mean, if we do, then you're to blame.
I've got a load of them and I can't get rid of them.
Why? Oh, how long have you been collecting all these posters for, man? What is going on?
I bet I can just pull one from somewhere.
Right, look, final poster. Let's look at one more poster, then we'll move on to the quiz.
We can show this one. Actually, we can show these two. So we got the Gemini One Man, which is like a massive poster like thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
What does it have on the back then? There's some. What is it? See some writing.
And
oh, that one's cool.
yeah, that's an iPhone 1. That's just massive paper. This Gemini one is absolutely massive.
What's on the back though? I wanted to know what was on the back of the poster.
What did you say, sorry?
What's on the back of the Gemini Man poster? Isn't there some writing, some info or something?
Basically, the information. It's basically like a little booklet. So you got all of that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Basically, yeah. I've got one or two of the Gemini ones, so I didn't like the magazine ones a lot. But I've got like the Star Wars magazine one as well. But
all right, let's move on. All right, we've had. Oh, wait, before we... No, okay. Anyway, so what we're gonna do, Liam, what's your score for Black Widow?
Oh, 7. 7. Yeah, 7.
I'll probably give it a 6.5 myself. George, what would you?
Even in my opinion,
George, we need to move on to the next thing.
All right, I'll do my quick sum up. Fight scenes were good. Villains were very underused. Characters looked very good. Like very good.
Mm-hmm.
Like very good.
Yeah. Okay.
Not very good.
Very
some
good.
Of the settings were nice. And they look very good. And they
Sorry, go on.
But overall, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Bloody hell! I love how you only said like one bad thing, and then like 50, and then 50 good things, and then it's like a lower rating than what both we gave. But fair enough, both.
No, I think I'll give it a 7.
Okay, fair enough.
Same as me.
Oh, yeah, George, before we move on to the next thing, you're getting Disney Plus again. Will you watch the Bad Batch at least? Come on. Yes, it's honestly, in my opinion, I personally like it more than The Mandalorian, but I don't know what you'll think. You could be bored by it, I don't know, but I love it.
I love The Mandalorian.
Yeah. I think you'd like this as well.
I'm watching Loki as well today.
Yeah, Loki's pretty great.
No spoilers, please.
I don't know how to feel.
I say I've not watched the finale yet.
No, I'm just saying I don't know how to feel about it.
Oh, I thought.
That's all I'll say.
I mean,
The
to be honest,
finale?
I was a bit
Yeah.
50-50, but then I thought to myself, as long as there is some sort of continuation in the future, it
Yeah.
ain't like this could be resolved.
Well,
You know.
I actually had a notification from an article earlier saying that it's been renewed for series 2.
Yeah! Boom, 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 boom!
James,
Fucking
if you
legend!
stay for the credits, you wouldn't know that. If you
No,
stay
no. I
you wouldn't
skimmed.
know
No,
that.
George, no. I skimmed through the credits and I couldn't find an after credit scene.
But
I didn't know about the
I
series.
could.
Okay, look at the end. So was there an
It's
after
got
credit?
basically stamps under the latest thing saying season 2 or something
Quick.
like that.
Oh,
Oh, okay. All right. I thought he was actually revealing something.
all right, Liam. Personally,
all it is, it's just a stamp down. That's all. Saying,
Okay.
Liam, I'll tell you something.
We'll be
We'll
back in
obviously leave it.
season
We'll leave
3.
it for the review next week. Honestly, overall, I give the whole Loki show an 8.5. I absolutely love it.
What are you ranking Loki already?
Because I've watched the whole thing.
Yeah, for the reviews next week, as you say.
Oh yeah, I've sported. No one's watching anyway, so who cares? No,
They'll forget. They'll forget.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. One thing as
Personally,
well before we move on.
the finale wasn't the best. The finale wasn't the best episode in my opinion, but it probably was. It was still great. It was still great. The best episodes are 1 and 2 in my opinion, but the whole of it was good fun in my
I'm
opinion.
gonna say, I can see how Spider-Man might work now.
Don't spoil anything, George, for
I'm
Liam.
not spoiling. I'm saying I think on how Spider-Man might work.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
That's all I'll say.
Right, which house does he belong to? It's Gryffindor, isn't it? Harry Potter does belong to Gryffindor. Potter. Weasley. That's Hedwig, isn't it? Oh wait, can you remember?
Privet Drive.
Yeah,
Bloody hell, nice.
yeah.
I couldn't know. I honestly wounn't have been able to guess. Obviously, Diagon Alley is the high street in near Hogwarts.
I was gonna say, with Diagon Alley, there's part of the script that where Harry and not Gandalf, Hagrid are in Diagon Alley, but they changed Diagon Alley to Dogging Alley.
Okay. Anyway, I think it's bloopers.
Yeah, it's bloopers.
Bloopers, Liam. Okay.
Snitch.
Should we read some of the facts? It's nice that this quiz actually gives us some facts. Daniel Radcliffe had good intention to embrace the role of Harry by wearing green contact lenses, but unfortunately he discovered that he was allergic. Not only that, but he also actually had an acne breakout from his character's glasses. No one said that acting was easy. Oh, okay. Bloopers.
Got a bit of fire.
What did you get for them?
Bloopers.
Bloopers, because it's not a Quidditch term.
Oh.
Which is the name? Yeah, it's Goblet of Fire.
What Harry was.
No. Name of the magical room. Oh wait. Transform to the place you need the most. It's got to be the room of requirement, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that as well. I've got no
idea.
Isn't he like the
Chaser?
Is it Chaser? Is it?
Yeah, Chaser.
He
follows the big golden ball, doesn't he?
Liam, what do you
golden
think?
ball
I'm
in his
not sure myself.
So is Chaser an actual? Is it an actual term in Quidditch then, Chaser? Or
I thought the Seeker was
so.
the person who seeks
Oh
the ball.
no! I think it might be the Seeker.
Hey, all right, Liam, what do you think? Me and George both going for Seeker. What do you think?
Yes, Seeker then Seeker. As we won't know, will we? Till the end.
More professional, isn't it?
Oh, what the hell? Oh no! No. Oh right, we have to. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Attention, boys. To then answer the question correctly. ABCD. What?
If
If this is copyrighted, this isn't my fault. He's spotted by Professor
James, you can't hear
McGonagall.
any sound in it anyway.
Oh, good, all right.
No, that's the music they're using there, which is they've credited it and whatever. So
Okay, cool. I didn't even catch any of that
oh
question.
great, I can't remember the question.
It's something to do with Harry falling off and McGonagall came after him.
Success.
What, can we watch the video again?
Hopefully, I don't know. Oh wait, it might.
Come on, restart.
It might be.
One more chance. Come on, you can't expect us. You can't expect us to pay that much attention.
Have we got a? Is there a play button or?
No.
What?
Oh,
Just go with
just go.
Okay.
Choose a letter.
B.
What do you think, Liam?
B. B.
Let's go A.
B. Oh.
Heaps of
If that
go
was
throughout
B,
Hogwarts. Which of the following is a poltergeist and not a ghost? How are we meant to know that? I don't even.
What was the start of the question again?
Oh,
There's
there
heap of
are
ghouls.
heaps
Okay.
of buildings.
It's
Not
gonna
to
be
go.
between
It's someone who can actually
fire.
move stuff about, isn't it? Like,
It's gonna be the fat fire or the peeve because Manny Metal and Henderson are ghosts.
yeah.
The fat fire or peeves.
The Fat Friar. I'm thinking now.
Yeah, I can't remember Chef Ghost.
What
It's
is
Arthur
Arthur
Weasley.
Molly Weasley.
Molly Molly Wobble.
Molly Wally.
You'd imagine Molly Mar sounds like the.
Is it not Molly Wally? I don't know.
What's the question again?
What's the nickname?
Oh,
of
what is
Arthur
it?
Weasley?
Oh,
I think it's Molly
I'll go
Wally.
with
To be
Molly
honest.
Wally.
Yeah.
Molly
It just
Wally.
sounds stupid, but fair enough. I'll go for
Yeah.
it.
Title of chapter 5. Oh God.
How are
this
we
then?
meant to know this?
Oh, it's got to be the Whomping. The Whomping. No,
The
it's
Weeping Willow.
No, it's the Whomping Willow, isn't it?
The
Yes,
what? The
I
one
think
thing
you're right.
Willow.
Isn't it
The
the Whomping
Whomping.
Willow? Yeah. Oh God.
I
How
think
are we
so.
meant to know this?
Headquarters.
It's
what-
either one of these two.
James?
Where's
the
Grimmauld
headquarters?
Place?
What are the headquarters of the Order of the Phoenix?
Oh.
Where's Grimmauld Place? What's that?
I've got no idea.
I'm guessing Grimmauld Paris.
Because it's not Hogwarts or Godric's Hollow. It's not those.
So the Hog's Head, or
The Hog's Head's a pub, I think.
okay, let's go for
Yeah,
Grimmauld then.
Yeah. He wanted
Yeah,
matches all put his name.
Yeah, go Grimmauld Place then, I guess.
Right. Well, let's see how many we get. By the way, we're not hardcore. We're not hardcore Potter fans, but we've watched the films. and
wrong side.
I've got no idea. James, I've got no idea.
Cedric, isn't it?
Yeah, Cedric, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Harry, isn't it?
It is
Oh,
Harry, isn't it?
no.
No?
James.
Harry creates that thing, doesn't he? And then the what's his name? You know the guy with the Gary Oldman.
Guys, you're looking.
Serious.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Oh, what's going on, George?
Showing his wand.
I got my one now.
George, can you go spell it out? No, actually say Expelliarmus or Expecto Patronum.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
What? I'm pretty sure it's Potter in it. Let's just go. For
That's
that.
what I was thinking, yeah. Well, we've gone for it now.
Oh damn! Who was second?
Second. It's got to be Ginny, hasn't it?
Yeah.
because Tom
Yeah.
Riddle
Tom did
opened
it
it
years
first.
ago, didn't
yeah.
he?
Let's jog your memory.
Oh God, how
a
many
bit.
chapters?
Harry
Oh,
Potter,
God.
no one's there.
How's anyone meant to know that? I don't know. You'd assume like the most, wouldn't you?
37.
Liam, what do you think? I'm gonna go for your hunch, Liam.
I don't know. I mean, I was going to go for the most like James, but what do you think? I mean, I know George saying 37, but
Isn't it usually an even number in books?
I don't know. It might be, but don't think it matters.
What do you think,
Oh,
Liam?
yes, okay, go for 64, just to
64. I'm just going for 38.
Yeah, let's go 37.
Poseidon. How do you actually say that? Poseidon? Or
No,
how is that word?
pseudonym. Pseudonym.
What pseudonym mean?
Like I said, like a
An alias?
essentially, yeah.
Pseudonym.
Ooh.
Michael Bublé. Robert.
I mean, you never know. Some authors go for male names. I'm thinking it's Joanne, just because I think isn't Joanne her first name? Isn't that what the J stands for? I don't know. I don't know though.
This is
because Joanne Rowe. Because Rowe could be short for Rowling.
It could be Julian Terry, because JK.
Oh yeah, it could be that as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be Robert though. It could be.
Yeah, I'm going to just go to Robert because it's funny.
It's
Waterloo. No, Paddington.
King's Cross.
Yeah, yes, you're right.
I'm going for Liam's.
What is Ron's bug? It becomes a is it spider? Yeah, spider, isn't it? Because he's really scared of spiders.
That's pretty scared,
yeah.
What did it say? Weasley.
Come seek us from.
Come seek us from North.
And wasn't it by the bloody the Thunderbirds?
The Mer people, isn't it? Is it the Mer people?
Probably, yeah.
I'm assuming when they were doing that challenge under the water. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh no, we've got the video. Right, let's pay attention.
Right, Harry's friend.
Busily practicing. What the hell? Watch carefully as they summon their spirit guardians.
I love the little animations for this. What's the question again? We
haven't had the question yet.
Ah.
No, I tried.
Oh God. Who's Patronus? Oh, great.
There was Harry's. I mean, Harry's was first.
Luna
there was
was
a rabbit
third.
Who would be a big moose?
I'm saying Ginny. I'm saying Ginny.
Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Ron would be the moose?
I can't even remember which one was fifth.
I thought Ron was.
I just went for Ginny. Okay.
All right, whatever. What was it, Tom? It's I am Lord Voldemort.
Thing is, you'd think that he would have hid his name a bit better.
Right, should you get to the right one, James?
Yeah, I clicked on that, didn't I?
Sirius give Harry his first birthday. First birthday?
The invisible. Oh, first birthday.
Unless it was the cloak and he didn't get it till Because he
Yeah,
didn't
probably the
actually get
cloak.
it
It was the
till
cloak, yes, it was
the first film, did he? Yeah. Who does Tom Riddle possess? Ginny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that
Stones?
ginger guy.
Oh,
with the big beard.
Peter Pettigrew.
Peter, yeah.
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah.
Pettigrew, yeah.
Chris Davis.
Oh God, right, 12. What are the options?
Oh, Brave, Julian, Heroic. Oh, it's Brave, isn't it?
So I was thinking, yeah.
Right,
Yeah. What are the three? Right, we've
Cloak of
got
Visibility. Elder One, the Resurrection Stone. That's it, isn't it?
no.
Yeah.
Wait. No,
What was a Resurrection Stone?
I don't know whether is the cloak Deathly Hallow?
What's the
Yeah, it
demon
is, yeah.
answer?
Remember, the one
Yeah.
had the one had the thing to keep himself alive. The other one had the Elder One, which made him
He
go
broke
mad.
the wand.
And then the other one just lived a long
cloak.
life because he hid under the cloak and just kept out of sight and didn't make a big fuss of
Oh,
things.
no, it was the resurrection stone.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
How he survives
Yeah,
in the part
Yeah.
in the two-parter. That's what brings him
what do you
back.
think, Liam?
Okay, yeah. So it's the fourth one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Yeah, I think.
Possibly.
What name does Hagrid give to his?
No idea. Imagine if it was
Norbert. I'm pretty sure it's Norbert.
Norbert.
No, Aragog's that massive spider.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah.
Harry and Voldemort's one, Shed
I watched
Twinkles.
the E-Boys, and I'll tell you about what they said about him.
I think is it Phoenix Feather? I don't know. Phoenix Feather.
No idea.
That's this one, that is. So
Yeah, I think it's Phoenix Feather, wasn't it? So
yeah,
I
it is.
feel like it's to do with the Phoenix. Which witch or wizard? Harry needs call. What are you pretending not to what? You're pretending not to remember seeing him Hagrid's hut
It's
previously.
that red-haired woman he meets.
Now it's got to be Fudge, hasn't it? I think because if you remember, was it Chamber of Secrets when Fudge shows up with Lucius?
I
They're
can't remember. To be honest with you.
they're under the invisibility cloak, aren't they? So in Hagrid's hut. So yeah. Which of these is not an unforgivable curse?
How are we even meant to know any of these?
It's Sectum Sempra.
How that, Liam? This is amazing. How did you know that?
I can just remember stuff like this. Each Patronus was a hair.
Oh, it's Luna, isn't it? Luna.
I don't know. Might be. Probably.
I think Nunes was the bunny. Yeah.
What does Albus Dumbledore leave to Hermione in his will?
It's
it's the Tales of Beedle the Bard.
Yeah, I was going to say because Ron got the sword. I can't remember these.
No. Ron got the Deluminator.
Yeah, because she
did he?
uses the bag, doesn't she?
Or did he get the sword? Maybe he did get the sword. Sorry. Or was it Harry who got the sword? I don't even know.
Harry got the sword.
Yeah.
They had to give it to what's his name?
Warwick Davis, didn't he?
Yeah, Warwick Davis. Yeah.
How are Bellatrix Lestrange and Nymphadora Tonks related? They're cousins, aren't they? I think. Aren't they cousins?
I think they're cousins. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are. What does the Langlock spell do?
Unlock locks.
Could be.
No, can I see the answers?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's scroll down.
Oh no, it's not to do with what we said. Oh, great.
I think it might be number 4.
Your parents' tongue?
Then go down.
I don't.
No, I was the silly mouse shut. I think it might be binding the limbs together.
Could be.
I think it doesn't make like Malfoy into like a ball. One of this of them.
I don't remember
I don't know.
Matthew boy being made
I
into a
don't know
ball.
either.
I'll take your word.
Can you help
Yeah,
Dumbledore?
Nitwit Blubber Oddments. What?
Gobble.
Doodle.
Gobble.
Gobble.
I don't know. So it seems right.
Liam, could you
It
say?
sounds
Could
funny,
you
doesn't
say
it?
that? Oh, it's Harry Potter's mom.
What was it? What was the question?
Yeah.
Lily.
Do you know
You
which?
know,
Yes, yeah.
He cries in
Lily
the part,
Potter.
doesn't he?
Evans.
I didn't. Lily Evans, yeah. Didn't realise that was her maiden name, but
I didn't
Liam, can you say Potter Weasley? You are late.
Potter Weasley.
1 minute. Potter Weasley, you are late. I was trying to do my best impression.
That was legendary, man.
Potter Weasley, you are late.
Potter.
No. Yours is better. You can go deeper.
Yeah. I don't know what you're doing in my classroom. Disney's quite abusive. I mean, how on
What's
God's
that?
green earth are we meant to know any of this shit?
2,652 is my guess.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's like the longest one, isn't it? Because wasn't the book so long
No.
that they was like the Goblet of Fire like
I
two
think it is
parts?
the longest one, yeah.
No, it was the longest one at the time because the first three were shorter, but after that, the Order of the Phoenix was the longest, I think.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Take a close look at the headlines. All right. Close look. Let's look at it. The Daily Prophet. Bulgaria vs England. Champions of Triwizard Tournament. Harry Potter, Victor Krum, Floria. Bulgaria vs England. Breathtaking final battle. Victor Krum. Oh, I can't remember his name now. Dark Mark terrifies Muggles. Death Eaters at Quidditch World Cup. Death of what? Barty Crouch Senior still unsolved. Oh no, I missed that bit. Sensations for sale. Rita Skeeter's sharp quotes. How are we meant to remember this shit?
Mistakes. Oh God.
You bunch of
Right.
grifters on this website. These people on this website are a bunch of
Right.
grifters, man.
Oh,
They're
God.
not gonna. You think because it's a paper, they're not gonna have many mistakes, are they?
Five.
I don't even know. Oh,
Oh,
you can see a bit here. Bulgaria versus Ireland. Yeah, that's right. I think. Champions of Triwizard Tournament announced. Harry Potter, Victor Krum, Flora Delacour. Oh, they're missing Cedric.
Yes,
No?
that was right.
Which one? What?
Breathtaking stuff, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be breathtaking, which would make sense.
Now, isn't Cedric missing as one of the champions, though? He was one of the champions, wasn't he? No?
I don't know if they just mean grammatical mistakes or like actual mistakes within the plot or like what's actually happening in the film.
I think they just mean like all sorts of mistakes. So,
Oh, let's
I
just
think
go
it's
for
go
five.
with
Then.
5, 2 or 5. I'd go.
Can you believe they wanted her to wear book teeth? That'd be ridiculous. Watson couldn't speak properly with fake teeth. It's Leviosa! For fuck's sake, Ron! It's Leviosa!
oh God, that wouldn't have been very good. I'm glad that was scrapped.
Why? I mean, what is the things don't have to be exactly like the book. I don't get what the writers were thinking. Who is it who made the first one? Christopher Columbus or something?
Well, he
Who was
directed it. He directed the first two, didn't he? He directed them.
Actually, no, wasn't Christopher Columbus the guy who went round and discovered America?
Yeah, but they just have the same name, yeah.
Christopher Columbus
I think just
director.
go with 5. We're not going to get this one right anyway.
Go on, then, let's go for 5.
Just go with 5. Just wing it.
Right. Which of the following is the motto?
I mean, how?
Oh,
That
great.
sounds quite fanatic and like fancy schmancy. Not fanatic. That means totally different thing. That means obsessed.
Yeah, I think it's either the second one or the fourth one. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Canis
second one.
lupus.
Fourth one.
Fourth one. Liam, you up for the
Yeah,
fourth
go on.
one?
Go on then, fourth one. Finally, do you know which
Um,
love spikes?
Oh, isn't it the?
Romilda Vane, isn't it? Isn't it
Oh,
Romilda
no.
Vane?
I thought it was Chang.
Oh wait. It could be actually because then they have a brief fling, don't they, or whatever. So
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Goblet of Fire. I'm gonna go for
Cool.
Cho Chang.
well, in Order of the Phoenix, but
Oh, in Phoenix. Oh, okay.
I think
Around
yeah, I
the
guess maybe it's
time
her
of the
then. Yeah,
Order
I
of
think
Or
it
is
is.
it?
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's
because
close
yeah,
and-
Yeah, this is about
Cho
Cho
Chang.
Chang here as well. Yeah, so it's giving
Yes,
us the clue.
you would have thought so.
Let's go
Yeah.
for it. Let's see how many we got. Come on. Oh, there's more. I thought it was
UK publisher.
turn to
They initially
page.
published Harry Potter.
Turn to page.
I think it's
Nine.
Bloomsbury. I think it's Bloomsbury,
I have no
which they're
idea.
following as the least successful.
Wasn't it
Oh.
the first one?
No, that did pretty well.
I thought that would be better than
Ooh.
the first one.
Half-Blood Prince, I'm going to say.
That one was
No,
quite
I-
naff, to be fair. in
Now
some
I'm going to say Prisoner. No, thing is, what they're talking about though, because I'm thinking of box office takings, but I'm not sure.
When they say least successful, they're probably on about box office. When, if it says poorly received, that probably means like critical type thing.
I'm going to say Prisoner of Azkaban then, because if it's box office, which I'm thinking it is. But I mean, what are you two saying?
Well, the Half-Blood Prince was a bag of arse.
not-
Like no offense, but all that happened was at the end. I know I've said this before, but all that happens is Dumbledore gets
He
shot
died.
by Hagrid, and then Harry walks up to Snape. Sorry, Dumbledore. You made me live in this shit shack for too
Dumbledore.
long, you old fuck. And then he walks behind Snape and goes, and then Snape slaps him
Hey,
and goes,
Dumbledore,
"I'm
you got
I'm-
one, but here's my gun.
I'm the Half-Blood Prince." So, Liam, could you say, "Expecto Patronum, I'm the Half-Blood Prince"?
Oh, wasn't it? Expecto Patronum. I am the Half-Blood Prince. Oh, that was pretty rubbish. That was rubbish.
George, why are you doing that with the wand? Disgrace. Ah, but let's go for Azkaban, Liam. Your instinct's better than most of ours. Weasley cock. I mean, Weasley cock. It allows you to read people's minds. It tells you where people are. There's nothing
Wasn't
special.
there-
Is there to bring up anything about the clock?
Wasn't there something that did 1 minute? The fourth option tells you where the Weasleys are. There was something that did do that, wasn't there? So it could be that.
I'm going to go for your gut feeling, Liam. George, what do you think?
I'm going to go with number 4 as well.
All
Okay.
right.
67%.
Wow. Well, I thought we'd do a bit better than that. I thought we'd do a bit better.
Just say the answers then.
Oh, so we got that one right. That one right. That one right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes, Seeker was right.
Oh, we got that
was
wrong.
a guess,
We
wasn't it?
didn't. Yeah. Alex
Peeves.
Peeves.
Yeah, we did.
Ah, he's one of the two. Oh, it was Molly Wobbles.
That's this one.
Come on.
What?
Exactly.
That is silly, isn't it? That is mad, but yeah, fair enough. The one
Yes,
from
I was
below,
right,
well
I was
done,
right.
Liam.
Right, we've got to.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah, got
Yeah,
that
well
right.
done, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
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 Aye, we
Yeah.
did it. That was
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
right. Oh, wait, no, George said 37. Oh, George.
No, we got that
Oh.
wrong.
What?
It was Robert. Told you.
Well done, Liam.
It was Buffett.
How? How
Yeah, because some authors go
Why?
by male names as well.
What, if I make a book, should I just call myself bloody Jenna Coleman?
If you want. Yes, right. 'Cause,
Oh, I'll call myself Barbara Windass.
Arbor Windass, a spider. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Murphy.
No people
Oh,
got that.
Oh,
What? It was Luna.
that video.
Oh yeah, another video bastard one.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh no,
What?
toy broomstick.
Hey, what?
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. That makes
I mean, it
No,
would,
I
yeah.
don't know if
That's
it's
probably in the
toy
book.
broomstick.
It's probably in the book, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Risley.
Obviously,
Obviously, yeah, Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah, we got that right.
Yay. Elder
Yeah.
one. Yep, told you. Yep, Norbert.
Norbert.
Surprise. Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Norbert. Yeah, Phoenix Feather, well done.
Yeah.
I don't even know anything about this fudge guy, but yep, you got it right, lads.
He was one of the ministers of magic. Yeah, he was one of them.
I thought for a second he was one. I thought that was the
This
name
one
of the
will be
blonde
wrong.
woman. Who, not the blonde woman, the woman
no,
in
no,
pink.
no.
Oh, we got that one right. We did well there.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, it feels like we got a lot right. Oh, they're cousins. Oh, we got that wrong.
Oh, I got that wrong. Oh.
Oh, I did think Arthur
Oh.
was, but I didn't think it was.
George, you were right.
Well
Which
done,
one was that?
George.
You were right. You said that
Yeah.
at one point, didn't you? But then you
Yeah,
said that
yeah.
after, didn't you?
Tweak. That doesn't
Oh.
roll off the tongue at all. Bloody hell, Dumbledore.
Mhm.
Get your shit together. You know, yeah, Lily, if this is wrong, I'm going to be livid. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, here we go. How many words? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. That, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
no,
fuck
no.
off.
Oh, yeah. See how many
Got
mistakes?
that wrong as well.
I would have gone for the
Yeah,
least,
why
as I say. That's a shocker. We did well there.
Yes,
well,
got that right.
I said
Yeah.
that's the one that sounds the most fancy schmancy.
Hmm.
Oh, it was Rum. You were right about that one, Liam?
I said that originally, didn't I? And then I thought Cho Chang because of the relationship, but
Yeah.
it was actually Romilda Vane. That's where I'd heard the name. Oh,
How did we
Gosh.
even get this one right? That's odd.
I got it. I think I could remember. It said that on the book.
Oh, well done! That was a good one to get right.
Oh, well,
That's like the
that's come
best.
on,
A lot of people think that's the best one.
Yeah, but it probably did the worst at the box office, I think, probably.
All right, yeah.
It's
we
made
did
the
well.
least money.
Considering we're not like massive fans of Harry Potter, I think that's quite a decent feat.
Says the one without a wand.
Huh?
Says the one without a wand.
Anyway, but George, you're not much of a Harry Potter fan. I think if Liam gave us a Harry Potter question, I mean, I can't believe George tried to say about a month ago that he knows more about Star Wars than me. I mean, that is a disgrace. That's a disgrace.
I do know more about you. So.
No, you don't. That's like me saying I know more about Doctor Who than you do. Ridiculous.
Well, that's just well, you know that's not true.
I know, but when Liam asked the questions,
I
I
know
got on
more
board.
about Star Wars than you do.
No, you don't, Jory. It's not even close.
What's Claude? Okay, then. What is Claude's job on the Millennium Falcon?
Well, that's absolutely obscure bollocks.
God.
I don't give a shit who Claude is.
No, it's not. It's a,
You didn't
it's a
know.
Star
You
Wars
didn't
question
know.
about the
No, George. George didn't know that Jar Jar Binks was a Gungan. Okay. He said when there was a Jar Jar Binks warrior, he just said, George, for fuck's sake, you're getting kicked now. I'm kicking him out of the thing.
Well, I can't see it. Thank God.
He basically put the camera down to his legs. Thankfully, had boxers on. Disgrace, George. What the hell's wrong with you?
My camera fell over because my
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Anyway. So,
Uh,
as I was saying, George, when there was a Lego thing, he said a Jar Jar Binks person. I was like, you mean a Gungan? So, Liam, out of all the conversations you've had,
what is Claude's job?
no one
Yeah.
cares who Claude is. No one cares who Claude is.
Okay.
That's like saying who was what sort of species
Claude
is
has a
Jabba's
fan
slave.
base.
What? No one cares
Claude
who Claude is. George. Anyway, Liam, out of all the conversations that you've had with me about Star Wars and George about Star Wars, who would you say knows more?
I'd say you know more personally.
Yes, I told you, George. You heard it from Einstein of Star.
And I'm not just sucking up to you because you know we're the only two here, but
yeah,
you know
The
because
best
George isn't here. But
Claude is-
I just
Jack's
thought
right
I'd say.
there. The best Claude is Jean-Claude Van Damme. George, you've been absolutely thrashed there, buddy. There you go.
Sorry, George.
Anyway.
Sorry.
George,
Sorry.
you've been back there. All right. So anyway, we're moving on to legit or a bit. George knows a lot more about lying, so I'll give you the credit on this.
James.
Huh?
Nothing.
I didn't hear what you said. Claude from John Wick.
Good.
Lol. All right. Anyway,
Everyone who Claude is.
crawl.
Claude.
Claude. Yeah. Well,
K-U-L-D. So everyone Claude.
I don't know what you're going on about, George.
Tell me to show them.
No. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna do legit or a bit. George, can you go first? I'm trying to find one of the scenarios.
Me guessing or me saying?
No. Let Liam be the detective because you're really good at.
I'm hopeless with coming up with good stories. I'm afraid. I'm just rubbish at stories.
Well, it gave me no time to think about anything. It just stung this on me.
I know that we don't tend to know whether we're going to do it.
Yeah, I should have said beforehand. I will say from now on that legit or a bit is on the table.
Okay, good.
Right, then. When we went and saw Black Widow, and me and Ben were looking at the football while we were watching this. Ben Ben saw the second goal before I did.
Wow. Okay.
Ben saw the second England goal. The one in extra time.
Well, Liam was there for this. Liam knows what. Well, I'm assuming Liam.
Well, now I knew that George and Ben were looking at the phones and checking on the game, but what? So you're basically saying
he
that
saw it before me.
Like you, as in he saw that they'd scored before you.
Yeah. He saw the winning goal before I did.
Just trying to think, because I'm thinking about before you. I don't know, because I can remember a few times where I'm pretty sure you told him something first, and then I know he was looking as well. But I'm just trying to think.
I told him about the own goal. That was England's first goal. I told him about the own goal.
Okay, in that case, then I'm going to say that he did tell you first, so it's true.
All right then, James. What do you think?
Right.
Oh,
Hang on.
well, the thing is,
let James see what he says.
It's quite a cop-out one, isn't it? So, it does seem. I'm going to go for false. I might as well.
So you're saying that Ben didn't. Liam saying that Ben did.
Mm-hmm.
James, you're correct. Liam, you're wrong.
The main reason why I thought it was false.
God's sake, George, you keep catching me out.
Because first off, I actually remembered George being like, "Look at this," and then Ben being like, "Oh, we did it," and then George showing me. Sorry, that accent wasn't British. Then that did not sound British. Ben was like, "We did it," and then George showed it to me, and Liam was sitting next to me. So I'm surprised Liam didn't remember that.
Yeah, that's what
I couldn't remember which order.
I was kind of leaning it towards. I showed the own goal.
I know exactly.
Off the track a little bit.
Yeah, he caught me out there.
I'll go on to my legit. I'll go to my legit a bit in a sec. But the robot's babbling on in here. He says Sensib. I don't know what that's all about. Where's the super chat? We don't have one, Jack. And Wonder Woman 84 is much better. I haven't watched it.
No, I still need to see that.
More about her sister than it was about her. Yeah.
Yeah,
anyway,
she played a big part.
We could do get super chats.
Florence Pugh's really
Do
cool.
we just divide them between us?
What?
What? Yeah.
You said something about super chats and passing it between us. I thought, what is he on about? What's he on about?
I said if we do get super chats, are we going to split it all between us?
Probably
No.
not, because then it just becomes too complex. Me and Aaron are the main men.
No, I was joking, but
Yeah, I was going to say, because if there was a super chat on your channel, it's your stream. I wouldn't want any money off you for your super chats. Or if it was on the West Ho Power and Liam got a super chat, I would not want money off Liam because it's his show. So, and when there's the problem is as well, when you start like splitting money between, like, say if there's 7 of us on a podcast, because with this version, with my StreamYards, like this version I've got, the paid for one, you can have like 10 people. So if there's 10 people on and there's a super chat, how the fuck am I going to split a quid between 10 people? Well, you can do it, yeah, 10p.
Well, it depends on whether it depends on how many super chats you get there, doesn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, 10p each, but like, what's the point? I don't know.
Mm.
So yeah, as I say, it is what it is. Because otherwise, Critical would have to split all his money like mad. It'd be berserk. It'd be like he'd have to give some. It'd just be all over the place because there's like always like usually 4 people. Well, in some of his streams, there's 4 people, his mates, and sometimes more. But anyway, let's get on to my legit orbit then. So my legit orbit is, I almost destroyed my driving instructor's car. Like really destroyed it.
Mm. Yeah, how?
So what happened was there was a where you had to speed up, like it was the national speed limit sign, and then
is it
no, sorry,
I think it is. By us.
No, I'll well, after the podcast I'll let you know exactly where it was. So basically,
Right, okay.
where we were, I sped up in first gear, and then I put it in. No, yeah. Oh no, I remember now. I was in second gear, driving a little bit like slower, and then I sped it up, and instead of putting it into third, I put it into first, and my instructor was like, "Whoa!" and then got onto the like the clutch and the brakes, and then got on the clutch and said it's in first, and then he said, and I said, what would have happened if if I let it go? And I don't know why I was asking, I was just a bit panicked, and then he was like, the engine would be on its nose.
Is this instructor who I think it is?
I'll let you know after the podcast.
Okay, well, I think it's true.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well done. It was true, Liam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay, at least I got one. At least I got 50%.
Right, it's the one you have right now, George. Yeah, it's the one you have. No, sorry, it's not. It's not. It's the original one I had. Yeah, we're going to end it there then, as I like to do with some of the streams. Videos coming up, lads. Obviously, I'm still editing George's Doctor Who. George, what the hell is going on?
Oh, George. It's not hygienic at all. You better wipe that after.
George, imagine if you put it in your mouth. That'd be like the weirdest thing ever.
I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, exactly. Of course. Anyway. Oh my God!
In the great words of Liam Easthope last time, I expected nothing less. Nothing less.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. I was tempted to say it again, but yeah.
Anyway, so next video's coming along. Obviously, I'm working on the Doctor Who fan film episode 3 for George. That's going to be on his channel whenever I get it done. George, have you got any other shit coming along? I know you did. Didn't you do a card opening for the slam attacks?
Yeah, I did that, but that was recorded I think a week or 2 before it was released.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think what you should
that screen unseen to do. I'm going to try and film that tomorrow. Actually,
screen unseen. What's that mean?
Unseen. It needs to be done.
What's that mean?
It's that urgent thing. The
Okay.
Dutch Odeon.
Oh, yeah, the crazy film, yeah. Mhm. And
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do after a spoiler review of Black Widow, go more
Hey!
into the knock out after this, and
Nice.
then I'm gonna see Space Jam: A New Legacy on Friday, so there might be
Oh, yeah.
a review of that,
Fair.
and a week after.
I think you should do more
Yeah.
Pokemon pack openings because they're mad popular and people seem to like them, and you
I
know a
would-
lot about.
I would like to, but it's putting money into the actual
That's-
video,
yeah.
so yeah.
It is difficult.
And
Maybe
I
you
might
could,
be
you could go over
both,
could you go over your rarest cards one day? Cards.
Yeah, I've got that. I don't know where they are.
Don't do
But
it
I've
now.
got
Wait,
a big
wait for you
block of
to
them
do a
out.
video yourself.
As you know. Hang on.
Oh, wait, do you want to talk about how you've made it into an article? Like how that went today? I know you mentioned it on the stream the other day in the comments, but do you want to talk about it or? No,
Yeah.
George, save them for your own channel.
I know. I was just say I actually pulled another rainbow red the other day.
That's
Fair
cool.
play.
It's nice.
25th. Yeah.
So no, but I was going to
Might
say
have
though,
use this
George,
beauty wherever it is. Hang on. The 300.
well, it was 650 last you told me.
Oh yeah. Well, you saw the one that was PSA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to talk about how you was in that article quickly?
Just a quick one. It's literally just because I'm a part of the car group.
Oh, okay. They just
What?
and they were just asking about the MG then.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And
like,
there's going to be a little article in it, basically.
like, does it still drive all right? How far do you go in it? Stuff
But
like
that's
that.
about it, really.
Oh, okay.
On E, mate.
Oh, I said, George.
No, I think it actually just fell that time.
I expected. Why is it fuzzy? For fuck's sake!
Oh, it's gone out of focus for you.
I'll get really close to the camera. This is how the rest of the podcast has got to be. Are you serious? This is the only thing I can do now. This is pathetic. All right then. So, so all I said was, is it still going? And how's the car doing?
God, that's creepy.
And George. Oh, for God's sake, it won't work. It's still out of focus. What do I do?
Oh.
The problem is I don't have the set software stuff, so I don't know.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to turn it off and on. Let's see if this works. No, it's not working. Of course, it's not going to fucking work. All right, maybe I'll stay still.
Why don't you try and just put your hands like in front of it, see if it like not that close. I mean, like this or whatever, and then hopefully your hand will go in focus, and then. No, I mean like a bit closer, like this, maybe. I don't know. No, it's just not doing it, is it? It's not.
God damn it! All right, I'm going to do the rest of the podcast like this then. So anyway, so lads,
Guys, that looked quite weird though when you were doing that. Okay, it did look like something else.
get out of here, George. What content have you got next, Liam?
Yeah, video. I mentioned well, I'm literally going to upload it right after this because I've done it. Just a quick video about something I want to see in a particular game series. Let's say like a particular game I want to see. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you'll find out when I upload it.
That would be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's only a short one.
Works a bit better now. Yeah. How's the review coming on then? The video game, Lego Star Wars video game, any good or?
It's all right. It's just like I say, I still haven't worked on it in a while, so I need to just try and get back to it and think of what else I'm going to put in the script and whatever, and while I'm doing other things, I suppose.
Then, like the Destroy All Humans one.
What about it? Sorry.
Is it like quite a long one, like the Destroy All Humans one?
It's not going to be that long. It's just I was just trying to think of what I'm going to say because I want to lay it out in the same way I did with the other reviews, like Squadrons and Battle for Bikini Bottom, the same sort of way where I talk about the different aspects. It's just thinking of what to put and what to say about them as well. But I don't know.
Yeah, I guess with other games, as I said, you have added to the pot quite a bit. You know, they got the beef. They used the juices from the meat from the gravy, and then you sprinkled some outer world alien stuff in there and added something to it. So hopefully you can add some more to this pot. But honestly, it's probably the hardest pot to add to because there's already so much about this game. Well, even SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, when you did the review of Rehydrated as an outsider, like because you never played the one before, it's a challenge. It's quite a big challenge, but it's not as much of a challenge as this because this is such a cult classic. So
it is, yeah.
It's more of a cult classic than Battle for Bikini Bottom because Battle for Bikini Bottom, that spawned off the movie game, and then there was loads of SpongeBob games, but they weren't really successful. Well, Lego Star Wars the video game spawned off like Lego Star Wars 2, Complete Saga, all the Lego games. And it pretty much saved TT Games as a company, didn't it, really? Because before that, TT Games were really 50-50. Like, Crash to Insanity was good. Wrath of Cortex was probably a smidge below average. Finding Nemo was fucking weird. I can't remember many of the other games they did. But from what I read, it was really, like, a lot of their games are quite bad or below average apart from Crash to Insanity. So... But then they came out swinging with this Star Wars one. They struck gold with the Lego games. So
exactly, and they've made so many and they've been successful. So fair play.
And they're still doing it now. Though we've got the bloody Skywalker saga coming up on the horizon.
Whenever that comes, maybe 50 years.
What you think they might delay it for ages?
Yeah, no, I hope not. I'm just joking, saying that probably be another 50 years till it comes. You know.
I mean, if I'm being brutally honest, I think they know that the Star Wars films, the actual saga, it'll be relevant for ages, but like they need to try and capitalize on it as soon as possible. You know, they can't be. Well, I'm pretty sure they can just fart about for ages if they really, really wanted to. But I just sort of think they can't keep delaying it forever because if you keep delaying something, people are going to lose interest. The casual people are going to lose interest. Maybe the Lego fans will get it anyway, but yeah. And the problem is, it's like I'm pretty sure you had this in college, and where the teacher always says, if you edit something too much and spice it up too much, it becomes not as good as the original. Like how Lucas had. Because pretty much the director doesn't get to go back and edit everything and make it better in their eyes. But Lucas went back and edited it all and made it, graphically better. But objectively, a lot of the graphical upgrades just stuck out like sore thumbs in the films, didn't they?
Yeah, like I say, he studied stuff that didn't need to be added, and it just...
And that bloody dance where it's like... You know, that daft dance? In Jabba's palace. That was the most unneeded bag of arse ever. That was just odd that they had that in a Star Wars film.
Yeah.
That's probably... It's not the shittest thing. Actually, it might be one of the shittest things. It's not the... But the weird thing was, like, her mouth was right in the camera going... It's like, what is going on? Like, honestly, like, it didn't make any sense. I'm trying to think... But that's sort of expected to be weird because it's in Jabba's palace. I'm trying to think the actual oddest thing in Star Wars. Probably some of the romantic scenes between Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman. And the, what was another really weird scene? Him being like, "Don't make me kill you! I will do what I must. You will try!" And before that, he was like... if you're not with me, that means you're my enemy. It's just really bizarre. But there was some Chad moments like, "Hello there." That was quite legendary. People might meme it, but that was quite good. And,
but in a way, that's a sort of a callback to when he said hello there in A New Hope as well.
Oh yeah, that makes it even better. I never thought of it
Because
like
he said it to R2, didn't he, when he pulled his hood down?
Hello there. I can do the old
So-
Obi-Wan a lot better than the new one.
Hello there.
But your move. No, that was shit. I can only. Oh, never mind. I give up. Anyway, so the final thing I wanted to say was, the best scenes though from Revenge of the Sith.
Well,
I am the Senate.
Yeah.
No. You have lost. And the Anakin, please don't kill me. Oh, I'm too weak. Then power and my little green friend.
oh yeah. I thought it was funny when where he's talking to Anakin as well, just after just after he flung Mace out the window. He's going good. All that stuff is really funny and weird.
Good.
Yeah,
It
good.
sounds like he's a bit excited. It sounds like he's getting turned on by that.
I know exactly,
I know,
because if you just listen to it without watching it, you could that's what it could imply.
Oh dear.
The force is strong with you.
What have I done? Good. You know the weirdest thing though? No, a good thing was another happy landing. That was quite legendary. But I'm trying to think more weirdness from Revenge of the Sith. There was just something that I really wanted to bring up about Star Wars, but I just totally forgot. Never mind. I'm pretty sure we can nicely wrap it up there then. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. One viewer's rolled up at the end. Cheers for rolling up. It's George. I was about to say, but if it's George, you can do it.
I expected nothing less.
Yeah, George just put kicking the bye guy. No, George. My mantra is I just judge you all on your personality, and you're a fucking twat. So that's what. No, I'm joking. No. You were acting daft, so I had to get rid of you, George, for that short time. But yeah. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. And Liam, any final messages, closing statements?
No. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but that's not coming.
Oh, can you do the classic "That is all" again? That is always needed.
Oh, again. That is all.
Hey! All right, everyone. We'll come at you next week with a Loki review, hopefully. Yeah, maybe same time next week or not on the Tuesday night. Well, if it's better for everyone else, we'll do it on the Tuesday night, and I'll just do the reaction to Callum on the Wednesday.
I'll have to see.
We can delay it for a bit anyway. It doesn't matter. And then hopefully a Bad Batch review down the line. I'm pretty much going to try and, as all of us love the Disney Plus shit and the mainstream shit, we are all going to try to review. Well, I want to try and review a lot of the mainstream Disney Plus shit that we all like the Book of Boba, all that jazz.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one last thing. When it comes to videos regarding me, because I like to bring that up as well. I don't know what's coming out, as and whenever. Yeah. So laters, everyone. See you. Have a good one. Laters.
See ya.